Hi everyone, here's part 4 and last part of Lost in Time, my procrastination series, part 1 through 3 in the channel.
Freeze! Yeah, you. Looking through the screen. Freeze. Yeah, that is what you have to do when you're procrastinating. This will help
You have control
over yourself. But you know what? When you freeze, so let's say you're watching your social media, freeze. Stop. You put it down, but you don't start doing absolutely anything else. If you want to sit down and let your mind wander through the clouds, let it. But please don't do anything. How? Why? This will help you have control over yourself. So now each time that you procrastinate, you'll be like, oh, no, this is not happening. And then you stop. Advice. Clean your surroundings. So our eyes can get, or our hands can get easily distracted and maybe start grabbing things or looking things. Or let's say I have a fidget spinner or something. I have something. And I grab it and I start grabbing it and looking at it, and then I stop doing whatever I have to do. So please leave only the essential things. Next advice:
is
get rid of distractions. So normally our distractors are our phone or our tablet. An advice: give it to your relatives or your friends and tell them don't give it until whatever time. So 8 p.m. Don't give it until that time. And this will help you do the things you have to do. And stop checking, oh, what did Samantha write? I don't know Samantha, but what did Samantha write? Or what did Jessica write? It's actually really interesting. It's called the Ariana Grande strategy. So when I was writing it, I remembered the song that says like this.
I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it.
The idea of this strategy is to convince yourself to do whatever you have to do. So let's say I don't like a math thing I have to do. So I say, so you visualize what you have to do. And then you say, oh, I like it. This is amazing. I'm gonna do it. I like this so much. But try to convince yourself. I like it. Oof, it's amazing. Then you say like, I want to complete it. I want to. And then, well, at the end, then you made it. You got it. You have the thing you had done. The next one is having a clear mind. This is an advice of to know what to do. So ask yourself, how do I start? And then you ask yourself, what's next? Or how do I know I already finished? So you have to have a mental checklist. The origami strategy. So you have to write what you have to do, then you have to fold it in half. What do I mean with? So you have to fold it in half. So I have to do a presentation and I have to fold it in half. So let's say I have 2 weeks. So now I spend the first week investigating and the second one doing the presentation. That sounds good, right? But let's say I can't because I'm too lazy for doing that. So the first one, so let's fold it in half again. So now the first half of the first week I investigate. The second half I do I don't know, I do the sources or something. And then you have to ask yourself, can I do this in the time I have to do it? And if the answer is no, then you repeat and then you fold it in half again and again. And if the answer is yes, well, now you have your plan. The next one is just do it. This has to do with convincing. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Just stop thinking, I have to do the essay. I have to do the essay. Just do it. I know it's hard. I know people constantly say, just do it. Just do it. Yeah, it's hard. It's like telling, I don't know, someone dead to be alive. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? You have to give yourself the opportunity to start. How? Tell yourself, I will only work for 5 minutes, 3 minutes. And then before you know, 30 minutes have passed. Why? Because the impulse and the momentum will lead you. And an advice is keep a record of how much time you spend doing certain stuff. So I spend 3 hours writing an essay. I'm a slow writer. 3 hours doing an essay. So now that when you plan in the future, you know that you're gonna spend 3 hours. So now you know that you have to display 3 hours or even more to do it. So now you don't have short amount of time to do it. Make it public. So you have to tell your friends, your family, your dog, your pillow, what will you be doing? Or whatever, yeah, or something that is important. Why? Because this will help you feel committed and responsible, and this will help you not to procrastinate. Know yourself. Why? Well, because this will help you change your habits. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to think how much time, really how much time I'm gonna spend doing certain stuff. So, like I said, try to identify what makes you procrastinate. And this will help you change your habits and your strategies and your methods to do spray anti-perfection. You have to have realistic expectations and standards. So when you're writing, whatever you have to plan, you cannot commit to more that you can do. You cannot say, oh, I'm gonna do a presentation. Like, let's say I'm gonna do this presentation in one day. I can't. I have to investigate. I have to organize my sources and my information. I have to do a lot of things. You have to be realistic with yourself. And finally, time management strategies. The first one is Pomodoro. I use this one all the time because this one is for people who get easily and quickly distracted when they're doing stuff. So the idea is to work for 25 minutes and then rest 5. And then you do that. And then you do that four times, only 4 times. And then you can rest 15 minutes. So it's like a reward. But like I said, the reward has to relax you. The next one, I called it odd numbers. Why odd numbers? Well, as you can see, the numbers are pretty weird. You have to work for 52 minutes and rest for 17. Why? Well, this one is based on a study that was made of many workers, and they did this times unconsciously. And when they were told that they made this, they used this strategy and they were 50% more effective than before. But this one is for people who work for more long periods of time. So let me explain our timing. So we have 7 tasks. And we have 7 days a week. So the idea is to work 1 task each day of the week. But you know what we do? We work those 7 tasks in here the 7 days. The 7 tasks the last 2 days. That's our timing. That's procrastinator's timing. So let me explain. What happens in your brain? Of course, not scientifically. That doesn't make, I have a boat. How is a boat gonna be in your brain? So let's say you're driving a boat, and the boat is your life, is your decisions, it's everything. And you're the one who makes the rational decisions. And you have 2 pets on board. The first one is the instant gratification monkey. What will he do? Well, monkeys love to have fun, and that's what this monkey will do. This monkey will be like, I love having fun, so that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do absolutely anything else. So when you procrastinate, what happens is that this monkey takes control over the steering wheel of the boat and starts driving to islands of fun. But there is another pet. It's the parrot. Why a parrot? Because parrots repeat everything. They repeat everything that someone tells them. So when this monkey is going through the islands, are like, oh my god. And then we're trying to stop it, but we can't. So we're like, oh my god, how did I let this happen? How did I let this happen? How did I let this happen? And then you know what? The parrot starts repeating that. How did you let this happen? How did you let this happen? How did you let this happen? And that starts killing you. Well, not killing you, but getting you really stressed. And what happens? When do they turn close? Panic monster. The panic monster, it's going to appear. What will he do? He will scare the monkey away, the parrot away, and will help you get control of the steering wheel again. And then you will be really panicked doing everything. But you will do it. And that's how the panic monster works, and that's how your brain works when you're procrastinating. I never imagined being in this hole of procrastination. But today, now that I can see it from the outside, I thank God for allowing me to learn through frustration and I could conquer all that was lost. Thank you for your attention and I won't stop bothering you anymore. I really hope this helps and that you learned something new.